All right, boys and girls, this is another day that I'm in London that I'm making a video for you. Hopefully this is something that will help you because today's lesson is a little confusing. It involves division, whole number divided by a fraction. Okay, so here's an example that's actually pretty easy. And I think it's sometimes nice to start with an easy example and then move to a more challenging one. And this is with cheese. I have 4 pounds of cheese. 4 pounds of cheese. I need 2 pounds to make a cheese quesadilla. I like those. How many quesadillas can I make? So I'm saying I have 4 pounds and I need to divide into groups of 2, right? Every 2 pounds of cheese can give me a quesadilla. That makes a quesadilla. That makes a quesadilla. So now I can make 2 quesadillas, right? Because I took 4 pounds, I divided it into groups of 2, and that got me 2 quesadillas. 4 divided by 2 was 2. We saw that because we had 4 pounds. How many 2's were there in 4? There was 1 2 and another 2 in 4. And the question also was, how many groups of 2 gives me 4? And I know from my background knowledge that 2 groups of 2 equals 4. So that's why 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's easy. Now it gets a little trickier. I have 4 pounds of cheese still. But now I need 1/3 of a pound of cheese to make a quesadilla. Not 2 pounds, but 1/3 of a pound. So now I'm dividing 4 pounds of cheese divided equally into groups of 1/3. I want to know how many groups of 1/3 are there in 4. I want to divide 4 into groups of 1/3. I'm not dividing it by 3, I'm dividing it by 1/3. I'm dividing 4. I want to know how many groups of 1/3 are there in 4. Well, I'm going to divide each of these whole pounds into thirds. So 1/3 of a pound would give me a quesadilla, right? That's 1 quesadilla. Another 1/3 of a pound would give me another quesadilla. That's 2/3. That's 2 quesadillas. Another 1/3 of a pound would give me 3 quesadillas. So in 1 pound of cheese, I could make 3 quesadillas, right? Because every 1/3 of a pound gives me a quesadilla. 1 quesadilla, 2 quesadillas, 3 quesadillas. Here's another 1/3 of a pound. 4 quesadillas, 5 quesadillas, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 quesadillas. I could make 12 quesadillas with 4 pounds of cheese if every 1/3 of a pound got me a quesadilla. Because 12 sets of 1/3 gives me 4. So 4 divided by 1/3 equals 12. Isn't that interesting? When you divide a whole number by a fraction less than 1, your answer gets bigger. That's weird, right? You're not used to dividing and getting an answer that's bigger. You're not used to dividing and making the answer bigger. Well, that's because we're saying groups of things that are less than 1, you end up getting a bigger answer, right? 4 divided by 1/3 equals 12 because there are 12 1/3 in 4. Hopefully that was helpful. I'm going to give you another example. Follow along with me. 4 pounds of cheese, again. Instead of 1/3 of a pound of cheese for a quesadilla, we need 1/4 of a pound of cheese to make a quesadilla. So what that's saying, we have 4 pounds, we're dividing it into groups of 1/4 to know how many, and then that's the same as 1/4 times, how many sets of 1/4 will equal 4, right? How many 1/4 equal 4? What times 1/4 equals 4? figure this out. Let's say there's 4 pounds of cheese. I want to know how many 1/4 are there in 4. Well, I know every 1/4 of a pound gives me a quesadilla, right? That's one quesadilla. That's another quesadilla. Another quesadilla. I'm going to divide all of my pounds to fourths. And then I'm going to figure out how many 1/4 there are in 4. And I want you to figure out how many 1/4 there are in 4. 4 divided by 1/4 equals what? How many sets of 1/4 are there in 4? Figure that out, boys and girls. You can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 1/4 in 4. Therefore, 4 divided by 1/4 equals 16. Boom.